Hello, this is the third video in the sequence of brief videos of me reading the opening chapter of my new paranormal novel, Witchlight. Partridge Mayflower, the fairy godfather, has met Holly and is trying to convince her she's a witch. Chapter 1 continues. Look, I'm sorry all this has come as something of a shock. What more can I do to prove it to you? I've shown you some real magic, haven't I? Filled your kitchen with canaries and cleaned up afterwards, as you wanted. Isn't that proof enough? No, because despite the bird shit, I'm just observing you allegedly doing those things. I'm seeing stuff that might not be real. It could all be trickery, a big scam. Darren Brown and David Blaine do it all the time. I've seen it on TV. You don't need to know how it's done to know it's a con. So what will make you believe? If I get you to do something yourself, something tangible, will that convince you? Maybe. Depends on what it is. Partridge paused and thought. He convinced himself that this time the silence felt a tad more positive. If I suggest something for you to do, you'll only accuse me of another trick set-up, so I think it's best if you choose what you are going to do. How can I choose? I've got no idea. I don't do magic, remember? Think of something simple that you couldn't do by any means other than magic. Like turning the cat into a canary? Sort of, only simpler and less disrespectful of the cat. It was Holly's turn to pause and think. Floating a pencil in mid-air and making it spin. That's what they do in all the cool movies. Mayflower nodded his agreement. Holly got up to get a pencil. She placed it on the table between them. It lay there, unmoving, not even the slightest twitch, let alone rising or spinning. Holly stared at it, and then at Partridge. Nothing's happening. Do I need a wand or something? Good grief, no. There's no such thing. Harry Potter has such a lot to answer for. Same with spells. Only the really strong old magic needs to be contained by words. Normal magic is just a matter of deciding, willing, and directing. Decide precisely what you want to do, will it to happen, and direct your will to where it's going to happen. If you've got ability, and you do have, your will prevails. Holly stared at Partridge, stared at the pencil, and tried again. Nothing. Perhaps I don't have the ability. Perhaps this is all a big con. Perhaps you're just barking. No, it's not. I'm not, and you do have. Take it from the top, but slowly. Decide what you want to happen and tell yourself clearly. I want the pencil to rise and then spin. No, more precise. How high will it rise? When will it start to spin? And in which direction? Plus, you don't have to say it out loud. It's like reading. You can do it without moving your lips. Holly began again, but this time in her head. I want the pencil to rise 3 inches above the table. She picked at it, doing just that. At 3 inches, it will pause and then start to turn in anti-clockwise direction, rotating around the axis of its lead. The mental image of the pencil correspondingly obliged. It will spin faster and faster until it is just a blur. The pencil image accelerated. Holly focused on willing it to happen, as she had imagined it, and directed her will at the pencil itself, which slowly but surely started to rise.